understand something. The airport is playing a game with your mind. And it all starts with this, a simple bottle of water. The second you walk past security, its price doesn't just go up, it explodes. We're talking 600%. Why? Well, that's the one question they're hoping you'll never ask.
I mean, just look at these numbers. Outside the airport, 20 rupees. Completely normal. Inside, 120. It is the exact same water, from the exact same brand. The only thing that changed was you. You walked through a metal detector, and somehow the price just multiplied.
So what is this? Is it just a massive scam? The answer is going to surprise you. No, it's actually something way more sophisticated. It's a perfectly engineered system designed to take advantage of your psychology the moment you step through those doors. Now, if you stick with me, I'm not just going to show you how this whole system works. I'm going to show you how to beat it.
Okay, let's pull back the curtain. The second you clear security, you have to realize you're not a normal customer anymore. All the rules of supply and demand you understand, they just vanish. You become something else, something they count on. You become a captive.
Yeah, there's actually a name for this, a captive audience. But this isn't just some boring business term. No, it's the strategic advantage the entire airport has over you. Think about it for a second. You literally can't leave. You can't just say, oh, I'll go to the shop down the street. You have zero other options, and the whole system is built on that one simple fact. And this right here, this is the trap. It's the captive's dilemma. You've got no way out and nowhere else to shop. Then they pile on the stress of tight schedules, the fear of missing your flight, and suddenly that part of your brain that cares about a fair price, it just shuts down. They have weaponized your own stress to make you spend more money. Which leads us to a pretty disturbing question, right? Is all this chaos intentional? You know, the long lines, the confusing signs, the constant blaring announcements. Is that just what a busy airport is like, or is it actually a feature of the system? The answer is, it's very, very profitable.
Because that stress you feel, that's just one gear in the machine. To really understand what's going on, you have to follow the money. And this is the airport's profit blueprint.
Get ready for this number because it is insane. The shops inside the airport, they're paying 3 to 5 times the rent of a fancy store in a downtown city mall. Their costs are just astronomical before they even open their doors for the day.
So next time you buy that 300 rupee coffee, look at where your money is actually going. A huge chunk of it, maybe up to 45%, goes straight into the airport's pocket. See, that's the key. The airport takes its cut before the coffee shop even pays its staff. This pretty much forces the shop to jack up prices just to stay in business.
And this is the final piece of the economic puzzle. It's called engineered scarcity. Outside the airport, that coffee shop has to compete with dozens of others. Inside, maybe there's one other option, if you're lucky. And when you get rid of the competition, you get rid of any reason to keep prices down.
But wait a second. If this whole thing was just about covering high costs, you'd only see shops selling water and sandwiches. So why are airports packed with luxury brands selling watches and designer bags? That doesn't add up. Unless, of course, there's another layer to this game. And trust me, there is. We've covered the economics. Now let's talk about how they hack your brain.
This is where things get really clever. They're not just selling you things. They are systematically pushing psychological buttons that are hardwired into every single one of us.
Okay, so the first trigger is called the time value trap, and it is shockingly effective. It starts the second you buy your flight ticket. Let's say it costs 10,000 rupees. That big number is now stuck in your head. It's an anchor. So later, when you see a 300 rupee coffee, your brain compares it to the 10,000 and thinks, what's that? It's nothing. It completely bypasses logic, and boom, impulse buy.
But it goes so much deeper. You have to realize you're not actually buying a coffee. You're buying brand safety. You're paying for the peace of mind that a familiar brand won't make you sick before a flight. You're buying a self-reward, telling yourself, hey, I'm going on a trip, I deserve a little treat. And maybe most of all, in a loud, chaotic airport, you're just buying a few moments of stress relief.
And when you put all of this together, you arrive at one final, kind of chilling realization. For a lot of airports, they make more money from you buying stuff than they do from the airlines themselves. The airlines, they're just the delivery service, which means, in this whole system, you aren't the customer. You're the product being sold.
Okay, so now you see the matrix. You get it. You understand the system that's been designed from the ground up to empty your wallet. So the real question is,
How do you unplug? How do you actually escape this trap? This is your airport survival kit, and it's so much simpler than you think. Number 1, always bring an empty water bottle. You can fill it up for free after security. 2, eat a big meal before you even head to the airport. 3, pack your own snacks. And 4, and this is probably the most important one, resist the urge to just wander around the shops. Put your blinders on. Every minute you spend browsing is another chance for their system to suck you in.
So this is the ultimate secret to beating them at their own game. Just remember what you're really buying. It's never just the sandwich, it's the feeling of certainty. It's not the coffee, it's the feeling of calm. They are selling you emotions at an insane markup. And the moment you realize that, that's when you take all the power back.
So, you see, the mystery of that crazy expensive water bottle, it was never really about the water. It's a masterclass in controlling an environment and hacking our brains. Now you know the rules of the game. The only question left is, are you still going to play it? If you want even more deep dive hacks to save a ton of money on your next trip, comment the word hacks down below.